Hey, welcome to the channel. This is the Red Cup Review. On today's episode, we're taking a look at the Mezco 112 Collective Dr. Fate, DC's own Sorcerer Supreme. But he came first, but don't tell Marvel that. This figure is awesome. It's just got that light up feature that just drives me nuts on this channel. But look, for you toy photographers out there, you're going to love it. For everyone else, because of the neck hindrance, it's the same issue they had with Cyclops. It is what it is. But other than that, he's really, really dynamite. You're going to want to go out right now and try and get him because he's going to be in the Black Adam movie and everyone's going to go and rush to try to pick this thing up for double and triple the price because everyone sleeps on characters like this and then they get them in hand and you're like, yo, this is crazy. Going forward, hopefully these are the new Mezco boxes. It's got great box art. This is the smaller box that we're used to from their exclusive, like their con exclusive boxes. Hopefully this is what we're going to get going forward because it's much nicer. Even though it's going to be probably sitting in my attic in my garage. Today's episode brought to us by D's Fantastic Toys. They did not send this to us, but I go to D's Fantastic Toys periodically for my Mezco 112s. You guys can see the two little pictures up here, and maybe you will also. Let's get on with the review of this dynamite figure. I love the Justice Society, and I love Dr. Fate. We're going to kick the video off taking a look at the portraits because let's face it, if you don't nail the portrait on figures like the Mezco or Hot Toys, that pretty much the rest of it just falls apart like a stack of cards. So I absolutely love the shape of the helmet of Naboo. It is actually very well done. It's super shiny with metallic paint and regal looking. They nailed the crap out of this helmet. I absolutely love it. They have his hair, as he has longish hair coming out of the ear holes there and around his ear, which is nice because his hair does tend to be a little messy. So that's pretty cool because there's no paint bleed between the hair on around his head, the ear, and the helmet. So that's expertly well done. Now we're going to take a look at the light up feature. You guys know how much I hate this crap, but you pop the head off, twist the neck, pull it up just like the Cyclops figure. You push down, light goes on, twist it, back on. And there you have the light up feature. Now, the light up feature around the chest emblem isn't a pure blue. It's more of a holographic blue, so to speak. It's like an aqua greens in there and a little bit blue down in the center. So that's really nice. It gave it like more of a holographic feature. His eyes are really, really bright and well lit up. We're going to try and make it nice and dark there. See how, look, we have Photoshop at this point, guys. A few toy photographers out there, you don't need the light up eyes, damn it. Just use Photoshop. But the articulation side to side a little bit. No articulation up and down. And it twists like that, such. But it does light up nice and bright, though. So there you have that. I'm going to take it off. Twist. Pull it up. Turn it off. Back down. Twist in. And we're not going to, enough with that head sculpt. We're going to take a look at this one now. There we go. And here's like a Hector Hall meets Kent Nelson kind of amalgamation type head. I couldn't really nail down exactly which one it was. But as far as the paintwork goes, it is expertly well done around the eyes. Expertly well done in the eyes themselves, not just around the eyes. I love how it's like his eyes are like, he has like the black spots around his eyes, right? Like I've been up all night studying the magic. I really like the fact that the skin tone is great. It's perfect. I love the sculpt. I like the fact that it's probably in a mid-60s, mid to late maybe 66, 67-year-old Dr. Fate. It gives a little bit of variety to our characters. He's not necessarily in his prime. He's been doing this for a while. I love the wrinkles around his lips. Take a look at the lips. There's actually wrinkles in his lips themselves, which is nice, and then obviously around the forehead. It gives it a sense of like he's been around, right? And he has been around. I mean, he's one of the founding members of the Justice Society, so he's been doing this for a really, really long time. One thing, all right, now we have to separate the hair sculpt from the hair paint. Now, the sculpt itself is excellent sculpt work on the hair, like really, really well done. Look at all those strands of hair. Very well done. I love the actual black wash on the hair itself. That's the black fleckles you're seeing because it actually makes the sculpt stick out a little bit more. However, one thing I don't like is the light blonde into dirty blonde from the side of the hair to the top of the hair. It looks very sloppy. It is not, look at that, it's just like sloppy paintwork on the sides there. See, from the front, it looks good. It looks all right. From the sides, that's not good. Not really feeling that. You know, they should have dropped the paintwork a little bit, just maybe down to around his ears here, like maybe here. I don't know if it's supposed to be gray hair or something, but I don't know what it is. But whatever the hell they tried to do, it didn't work. All right, as far as that paintwork goes. But it's not a bad head sculpt nonetheless. And again, I love the aged look on it. Now we're going to move on to the articulation and the outfit. Onward and upward. We're taking a look at the outfit and the articulation. The outfit is dynamite. I absolutely love the way he stands up on his own. Let's just get that right out of the way. He stands right up with no problem at all. The outfit is so nice. Let's take a closer look at the outfit, man. Look at that. I love the way this looks here, and it's softer plastic, and it doesn't pin in on the back, which is nice. Be careful, you don't want to tear this off. It pins into the part of his chest here. It doesn't come off, but it's nice that it's softer, so if you raised his arms up, maybe these will raise up a little bit. It won't hinder articulation. It's not hard stuff, especially over here also. See how it's like detached on the back? It's like that on purpose. It's just attached on the front. So when you spread his legs out, this will also move and not hinder the articulation, and if it was hard plastic, it would scratch up against this stuff, against the pleather, so that's not going to happen. Nice. I love the detail in the outfit and in the gauntlets. There's a lot of detail. It could have been a little bit darker contrast between the different types of gold, I guess, maybe, but because those are two different types of gold, but it's not really that problematic. I love the boots. Oh, man, this looks so dope. This is like the way it's just enough Mezco-ism, right, in a Dr. Fate outfit. This is just the right amount of Mezco-ism while still maintaining the coolness of the original character. Speaking of articulation, his arms are a little stiff, so make sure to take care when you lift his arms up forward. They don't snap, and make sure to rotate that outfit. This is all spandex in here too, which is nice. You don't have to worry about that stretching out on you. It'll snap back into place, no problem. But be careful when your figures are right out of the box. Don't start taking them and bending them and twisting them. Make sure you line up where the actual joint is, find it, and rotate it accordingly. So he has the bicep swivel. He has, all the things you would expect from a Mezco, right? You guys know the double jointed arms go all the way up, which is cool. And his arms go out. They are a little tough. I wouldn't push them any further than that, right? Look at that. He's like, you make it look like, that's some good shit. Anyways, put his arm down. His arms go way up. I'm not going to, there you go. His arm even goes up higher than that, but I'm not going to push it for the sake of the review and for time. He's got really good ab crunch going forward. He doesn't really go back too much because of that post that sticks down through his chest for the light up feature. His legs go all the way up forward, double jointed at the knee, which is great. You can get him into some kneeling poses. You can even get him into probably some crisscross applesauce if you really put some time and effort into it. Look at that. He looks so damn good. Wow, this might be one of the best looking Mezco figures they've ever done, man. Look at this. Oh my God. All right, taking a look at the cape. Another issue I have, I wish the wire was a little bit more stronger. I wish it was a stronger wire. Like, you want to kind of really get some funky poses with the cape, and you'll be able to get them, but I'm afraid that over time, the weight of the actual cape itself will wear on the wire, and it'll, kind of slope down. The weight of the tip will just kind of make it eventually just drag down. But you guys can get it into some pretty decent poses nonetheless. There is a wire running through the back of the cape, which is nice, because most Mezco figures don't have that. The metallic gold looks nice, too. And you could also get it to drape over his shoulders pretty well if you just, again, put some, look at that, bare minimal effort, and it drapes pretty good. You want to get that to stick straight to his arm. Just put a little bit of more, effort into it. Remember, we're just doing a review here, so I want to, we're kind of crunched on time just a little bit. But you guys can manipulate the cape pretty well, and that'll work. It's a nice cape, and it's durable. It's thick. It's got a nice little shine on the inside. And it's got the metallic gold on the outside, so it's very quality, and it's got some weight to it, so that's good. You want to have it blowing in the wind or something like that. That's going to be a problem, though, because, again, the wire is just not strong enough. You can kind of get it there with a little bit of manipulation, but what are you going to do? As far as ankle rockers go, they're pretty good, right? They go back and forth. As far as spreading his legs out and getting him to stand flat, look at that. No effort at all, and it works. Love it. I love being able to just do things with these things and not have to really like work at trying to make something happen. This figure is just freaking awesome on its own practically. Let's get that out of there. And he looks absolutely stunning. Sizing these figures up, you can see that the Justice Society is forming nicely. I was actually thinking of getting rid of the classic Wonder Woman, and once the new modern Wonder Woman comes out, but I then realized that classic Wonder Woman is actually part of the original Justice Society, so she ain't going anywhere. Now I can start building my Justice Society team, and I can't wait for them to release more figures in this line. Dr. Fate is a little bit taller than Wonder Woman, and he's about the same size as Shazam, which is nice. I guess Wonder Woman might be a little taller if you actually like cut her legs to kind of like pinch together and had her standing straight up. But I usually have her in like a semi-leg spread battle pose with her sword and shield out, ready to go do battle and stuff. So they look great together. Look at the colors on. I love colorful things, man. The Dark Knight stuff and the Batman stuff look great because it gives it that mysterious, ominous part of your collection. But then you can have a team like the Justice Society, which is just really brightens up a room and makes you think of like classic heroes from, our grandfather's age when heroes were actually heroes and not just a bunch of cranky bastards. Here are all the accessories the good doctor comes with. He comes with possibly my absolute favorite Mezco accessory of all time. It's just so well done. We're going to hold off on that for a second. Here's the base. Let's move that out of the way. We're going to start off by taking a look at just the helmet, right? Which is, just like the other helmet, except there's no head in there. Very smart move, so you could have him without his helmet on and have it kind of semi-floating, which brings me to this accessory, which is also really awesome. Something that pegs in, or it goes on around his forearm area, and then you put the hand on the other side. You got to take the hand off. Do not try to force this over the arm. This is super hard plastic, and it will snap. However, look at this. Sit the helmet in there, and boom. This is like what Magneto should have came with. Instead of what they did do with Magneto, this would have worked much better. And maybe you can actually use one of these for your Magneto figure to have him holding his helmet up, right? So we're going to give you an idea of how that works. You take his hand off. You slide this over the hand just like that, right? But you got to kind of hold it. This is going to be a little bit of a pain in the neck, right? You get that on there. Don't force it on his forearm. You will scratch the forearm, right? Then we're going to try to grab this hand here and just kind of get it in there. Right? There we go. Right? Now it's like that. And you can have him holding the helmet up as if he's like looking at his helmet, or have it floating in front of him for your display. Another thing you can do, we're going to keep this here and jump to my favorite accessory, like I was mentioning earlier, and possibly the coolest Mezco accessory of all time. They should have done this with the Necronomicon for the Ash release. This is an actual book. This is Dr. Fate's book. Not only does it have a great design on it and great colors and paint scheme, it has this double hinge on either side of the plastic book. And when you open it up, see how it unhinges like that? It's actually a book. It actually has hieroglyphs on every single page, and it's not the same page over and over again either. The pages are all different. Maybe a page repeats here or there, but they're not the same. Look at that. Unfreaking believable. Not that you're going to sit here and read ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs for magical incantation spells, but you guys get the idea. Just look at how dynamite that looks. Unbelievable that every single page in here, some of the pages repeat, have their own unique, it's just so unique. And the pages look old. It's not flat colored. They're actually like a sepia tone to the page. So you could take this and you can sit the book also inside from the end here. You fold the book in a little bit and you can slide the book as if he's reading it in front of him. There's a way to get the book to sit in there, right? And then you can open it just a little and have it make it look like he's reading from the book. Look at how dope that is. So with a little bit of posability, you can make it look like he's actually reading from his book and having it floating in his hand. That is amazing. That is awesome. This is huge. I love this so damn much. Here's another one of those forearm pieces. Like, again, you slide this over the forearm, and you can have him have his spells being casted. Look, there's like a little peg on the back of these spells or glyphs or whatever you want to call them, and you peg them in. It's getting kind of blurry here. I got to keep hitting the camera. And boom, you have him like casting his spells out. You could have that. You could have his protective shield. Put a shield on, right? And then you could do the big symbol that he usually blasts people with. His Ankt, I believe it's called. The Egyptian symbol. Peg that on also. And there's an articulation piece in here also, which is why it keeps bending on me. You peg that in. And boom, you can have him holding that up. Very well done. Love the translucent acrylic that it's made of. Very, very freaking well done. Awesome. Love it. Huge thumbs up. Great accessories. It's about goddamn time. All right, moving on. We're going to show you just one of the hands. The paintwork on the hands is also very well done. He comes with a great variety of hands, right? And there's a lot of nice little neat stuff going on in there. I mean, he comes with the regular fists. He comes with the open hands, spell casting hands, you know, manipulating the forces of, woo, look how cool that shit is. Unbelievable. Great job, Mezco, on the accessories. This is going to be a contender for Figure of the Year. Mark my words. At the end of the year, they're going to be saying, what was not a roach that was one of the coolest Mezco figures released this year? This guy right here. Articulation with no hindrance. Awesome. Great paintwork. Awesome accessories. Building the Justice Society. For those of you classic DC fans, now's the time to go and grab yourself that classic Wonder Woman before it hits the $200 range. I think she's hovering right around $130 to $150. Now's the time to grab her. The more Justice Society figures they release, the more these other ones are going to start creeping up and up and up. Shazam's already through the roof. Now they're starting to flesh the team out. Now's the time to jump on that. Don't sleep on these figures. This one is great. And you're going to love him too. I think he's sold out everywhere, but really, try to... This is the shit right here. Check it out. Links down below. Red Cup merch. Join the Rebellion on the Facebook group. That's Red Cup Review the Rebellion. Drop a comment or a like. Hit the bell. Let us know what you guys think of this figure, the Justice Society, or everything else. The best part of doing this channel is actually being able to interact with the people that are actually watching the videos. This is not an action figure commercial. This has been a Red Cup Review. We'll see you next time.